In this section, we'll look into Cinema 4D Renderer. In Cinema 4D Renderer, we can only use text layer or shape layer that has content to create the depth and make it look like 3D. So this is what we can do with our shape and text layer. Let's see how we can do it. So first we create a shape. I choose the polygon tool and I create the polygon, and I right click to make sure that the anchor point is at the center. I align it into the center, and right now I need to turn it to 3D layer. So once I turn it into 3D layer, I need to make sure that it is in Cinema 4D Renderer view. So let's choose Cinema 4D and I press C to move it around to get an angle of it. And right now I have these geometry options on. So let's expand it. I have bevel depth, whole bevel depth, and extrusion depth. So right now I try to extrude it. This is the depth of it. And I have the types of bevel style. I can go to concave if you see that it expands slightly. So let's increase it to the max. And here we can go into content to change the colors of the side, the bevel, the front, and the back. By clicking onto this ad, you will realize that there's this section appear where we can change the sides, colors, ambient, diffuse, and all that. So right now I change the color of my bevel, and it pops up and say that I cannot do that because I haven't grouped the shapes. So inside shapes, you need to group the shapes. Select the polystar, right click, group shapes. Once you have that, you can change the colors again to bevel, and I need to change it to slightly brighter, okay? And I go to add again, I change the side color. And if you take a look, it will have this material option group. So the sides, I change slightly darker color. So this is it. We can have our shapes in this view. So let's take a look at the polystar here. This is the path. I feel that I don't like the sharp edges here. I want the round. So I adjust the roundness. Okay, so this is our shape. We can type a text. I just go to my text tool and I type 3D. And you can change the font that you like in characters. If you want to open your character tab, you can always go to Windows and open it. So here 3D, I turn it into 3D layer as well. I close this, the shape attributes, and I extrude it to a depth, and you will see that it goes inside. So right now I push this out. When I push this out, and I'll see that there is this depth. I can change the color. I go to animate here, I go to side, and color, I choose RGB. So for text, you can straight away choose your color. So just go to the side here, I change it to a darker blue. If let's say I want to have my bevel, I can choose concave or angular, and increase it. And I can change the bevel color, RGB. I change it to slightly bluish. By now, if let's say I still want to change font size, I can still change. If let's say I want to change my font, I can still change. Basically, I have the flexibility in changing this. And I can move it around, and I hold down my C to move my camera. If you have Illustrator layer files, you can import the Illustrator's layer file and convert the layer files into shapes. Then you can use the shape layer to do this 3D extrusion. So this is what you can do in Cinema 4D renderers.